EA Sports, within the game. That was the perfect call out there. Once he got the blocks, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kid, don't play with my name.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson going to come out throwing. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go. At their own 27. They look to throw. It's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. They run it with Carson, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They run here with a 2nd-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Locke. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a trap.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Deebo Samuel, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive. And
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Lock to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. A final shot before half for Locke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on second down. Locke winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get the football back. It's time for third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter time. The kick by McManus is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They run again with Carson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and net corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On the delay, here's Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. And here come the whistles and a timeout. with 7 seconds left.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they win the game here in the final seconds. So a clutch field goal there off the upright and in. That ties this thing here in the late going. I'm going to say that he called bank there. What do you think?
He did not call bank.
I think he called bank.
There's no way he called bank on that one. You want to give your head coach some heart murmurs, though? Banking field goals in the fourth quarter because he's going to need an oxygen mask after that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
On second down now, it's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. It's Carson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Rashad Penny. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Lock exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied. So